Hello, everyone. Casey Ambrose, Walled Lake City Council, also candidate for re-election to City Council. I've heard from many residents that a flyer had been distributed door to door. On this flyer were many erroneous and misleading statements, okay? So I felt it necessary to give you the other side of the story. And then you can decide for yourself what appears to make more sense or seems more factual. The city manager was hired by a long-distance phone interview. False. In 2010, the city council found it necessary to advertise for a full-time city manager by sending out a request for resumes statewide. After numerous interviews, there were no applicants that the majority of council could support or agree upon. So the council then decided that we would advertise for this position statewide. We received numerous applications. After the interviews, we all decided on Mr. Dennis Whitt. We then contacted Mr. Whitt and offered him the position. Whitt was hired at $80,000 a year and is now making $160,000 a year. True, but why? When Mr. Whitt was hired, he was hired with the understanding that he would start at $80,000 a year, which is about 30 to 40% less than what the neighboring, or I should say, Oakland County city managers were making. After 3 or 4 years, we would sit down and we would evaluate his results or lack of them. At that time, we would renegotiate his contract. His results, we went from almost having to call in an emergency manager facing near bankruptcy to a position of financial stability. Those were his results. In addition, the city manager now does the job of 3 to 4 full-time department heads at a cost savings of $80,000 to $100,000 a year. So, based on Mr. Whitt's past performance, the choice to extend his contract to 2023 was viewed by the City Council as a good idea to secure our financial stability for the next 5 years. Now there's a movement by 3 disgruntled ex-employees that were either fired, about to be fired, or left for other reasons to remove Mr. Whitt from his job. These 3 candidates have only one agenda: to remove Mr. Whitt at any cost. And that means at any cost, irregardless of the cost. Any cost would cost our residents and our businesses about $500,000, which is the remainder of his contract, his salary and benefits. This not only would be financially irresponsible, ignorant, and incompetent, you would still have to hire a full-time city manager. Besides the full-time city manager, you would have to hire 3 or 4 department heads at a cost of $80,000 to $100,000 for each one of those positions. We'd also would have to hire a labor relations attorney, law firm, and pay them, and hopefully we get the same results that we've been getting from Mr. Whitt. This is no time to go backwards. Walled Lake needs to continue with its financial stability and successes. Just look around. Do you remember what this place looked like 10 years ago? We are now fixing our roads. We're rebuilding our roads. We're installing new sidewalks, rebuilding our sidewalks. We're installing new storm drains. We're taking care of problems that have been kicked down the road for who knows how many years. We are moving forward. Our future is bright. We are winning the game. We are in it to win it. And if you're winning the game, you certainly don't start changing the players or re-strategizing which direction you're going. We need to continue to move Walled Lake forward. We need you to vote November 5th. It's your city. You decide. Let's keep building a better Walled Lake. The decision is yours.